Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is James. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you're taking the time of your day to review my content. So, something happened yesterday and you missed it. Something huge happened on the west coast of Africa and you missed it. Something in Burkina Faso. Ibrahim Traore, he just kicked out 4 NGOs organizations out of the country. He kicked them out. He stripped 4 NGOs of their license to operate in the country, and he also suspended 2 NGOs from operating in Burkina Faso. Why? Why all of a sudden he now opposing NGOs? NGOs are non-government organizations. They help a lot. I lived in Liberia for so many years, and one of the most popular NGOs that was in Liberia was UNICEF. UNICEF provide books, copybooks, they provide pencil, they provide bags. Remember, I was going to school at the time, primary school, and they used to provide all these things, at the school. It saved a lot of money, a lot of time. My mom normally used to just buy my uniform and maybe pay my school fees here and there, but everything else, my books, my pencil, my bags, were all NGO stuff, were all UNICEF. And it saved money. Looking back right now, at me as an adult right now, looking back, it saved my family, my mom and dad, a lot of money. Because those NGOs normally help, especially UNICEF, because UNICEF was popular in Liberia. And just like UNICEF, most organized NGOs are the same way. They provide education equipment, they provide medical equipment, they help, they come in, they organize community together, they help communities come up, they help the children with their hunger, they help do a lot of great work on the continent, especially in those areas that sometimes vehicles cannot even go there, or maybe they don't have much electricity, right? So those NGOs normally help greatly in the country. So, and Burkina Faso is no different. It's one of the poorest countries in West Africa, and NGOs normally help greatly. From personal experience, they help a lot in Africa. But now, why is Ibrahim Traore just kicking them out of the country right now? Especially right now, the country is not that safe in terms of it's a lot of military things going on in the country. There's a lot of people that are trying to take over the government right now. He always in defense mode. He always trying to protect himself right now. So why is he trying to kick these NGOs out? NGOs like Edify, NGOs like AMN, NGOs like Kids Against Hunger, Freedom. Those are all good NGOs that help the community step up in a good way. But why? Why right now has Ibrahim Traore trying to kick those NGOs out? Take a look at this. It says, Burkina Faso have revoked the operating license of 4 foreign non-government organizations, NGOs, and temporarily suspended 2 other associations, citing procedure violation and national security concern. Even though NGOs can be a good asset to the government, a good asset to the people, a good asset to building up communities, they do have some negative effect as well. And when people saw this online about how Ibrahim Traore was trying to remove those NGOs from Burkina Faso, these are some of the comments I saw. Let this guy, what he says on the comment. He said, Trump is unjustly deporting people from the US and nobody hold him accountable. Burkina Faso is an independent country. It has a full mandate to run its affairs for our own way. If organization crosses boundaries of their rules of conduct, Burkina Faso is free to halt their activities and ask them to leave. That is right. That is right. That is right. But what do this NGO actually did that make Ibrahim Traore doesn't want them in the country no more? Let's take a look at this. It says 4 NGOs stripped of licensing over breaches. 2 NGOs suspended over data issues. So pretty much it says the decade date mid-June, but only made public this week. Online, the government decision to cancel the registration of 4 NGOs due to what is called breaches of formality. The 2 suspended organizations, also foreign-based, are subject to a 3-month ban. One of the suspended group have been accused of compromising data security. Yeah, those NGOs normally want to come in, even though they help greatly. They also grab data. They also try to change the narrative of how things are in the country. They're always trying to, put their own view into things and make things much worse than it actually is. And Ibrahim Traore trying to get control of his country, trying to be, on the main in that country, trying to shift things from what it used to be under those colonial powers, French power, to what Burkina Faso want things to be. So these NGOs come here, they come to the country, they have different mindset. They plan different narrative of how the country is. Even though they happen, they do have different motives as well. Take a look at this another comment. He said dependency is sick. That's right. Even though most of those NGOs, when they come to the country, they have good motives or they do good things, they make the community or they make the people around them or the people they're trying to help much more dependent on them, instead of showing them the way how to do things for themselves or how to make things work for themselves. They just make people rely on them, and this creates some kind of dependency. They create this creates some kind of vow that they stuck. I think this next comment just sums everything up what this whole video is about. Ibrahim Traore is trying to shut down every negative narrative about the country. If you're not aligned with his view, you must leave the country. It's not new. Just like in America right now, if you're not aligned with certain things, you get deported back or you get harassed somewhere, somehow. Take a look at this comment. The commenter said, very good decision by Ibrahim Traore. These foreign NGOs are instrumental to monitor the African nation and support terrorism organizations. Sometimes these NGOs disguise themselves in some kind of church goers, and they come to the country, disguise themselves like they come to preach, they come to teach, they come to give, provide for the hunger, gave education thing, just like UNICEF did back in the day when I was in Liberia. But somehow, somewhere they have this twisted mind in terms of looking into political issues, changing minds, creating more chaos in the country. They are secretly destroying the country from within. So the reason why, if you not abide by the rules, if things are not going well, if you don't like where the country is going, as an NGO, you leave. That's what he's doing right now, protecting his country, protecting his people, protecting the information that come out of the country. So a lot of NGOs in Africa, a lot of NGOs. This video is not to take away the work that most NGOs have done in Africa. They have really helped the continent, especially our NGOs called Edifier. They have helped a lot in the whole region. They have helped greatly. And take a look at some of the work, some of the things they help individuals, not just schools, hospitals, but they help individuals fulfill their dreams in terms of giving back to communities. Take a look at this video.
My name is Deborah. I grew up in the northern part of Sierra Leone in a Muslim household. Although no one was allowed to speak the name of Jesus in my home, by God's grace, I was given the opportunity to go to Christian school where I learned many things about Him. After I finished school, I got married to a Muslim man. Along the line, I had some serious problems during childbearing, and through those struggles, was introduced to the church. Because of the previous foundation I had from school, I accepted Christ. Since I accepted Christ, I have been serving God faithfully, although it has not been an easy road. I faced lots of persecution, and even now, my family and husband have abandoned me because of my decision to follow Christ.
Yeah, these NGOs are doing a great thing in the community, helping people fulfill their dreams, help people come up from poverty, and help the country overall. Just like me, UNICEF, just like me back in the day in Africa. UNICEF helped me a lot. They gave a lot to the school I was going to, and they gave a lot to the community and helped families, including my family, send me to school and provide greatly. But even though you come into a country, doesn't mean you have the right to do whatever you want. You gotta abide by the rules. You gotta abide by the standard. You're not here to be looking into the country political system, trying to change things, trying to change minds. You're here to provide for the sick, provide for the hungry, provide for those that desperately need help. And the church, whatever you believe, it's not about being Christian, it's not about being Muslim, it's not about being Mormon, it's not about being Catholic. Whatever you believe, and you believe that your God want to help you, help others. Come into the country, help others in the name of your God, in the name of your religion. If you like the channel, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep this going. Thank you.